From gardening to animals to extreme renovations, welcome to Homesteading at College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Today we're talking about saving cucumber seeds. Well, today I'm going to talk about how to save cucumber seeds. In the last couple of weeks, Crystal and I have had a lot of family responsibilities, and we didn't get out there and harvest the cucumbers when we needed to. Here's a little picture just to show you. You know, we had to go through and glean some of the old big cucumbers off, because if you don't, the other little cucumbers won't sit on. The vines will think they're done. They went to seed. That was what they came to do. So I'm going to show you, when life gives you lemonades, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So what I'm going to show you is how to save seed from those big old cucumbers. So first off, that size cucumber is not sufficient to save seed from. The little seeds in here, maybe 10% will germinate. There may be 10% that are ripe. Even this cucumber, see, this is an old big one, but it's still green and it's still good and firm. So not going to be many seeds in that cucumber. Maybe 20% of them, 25% would germinate next year. The kind of cucumber that you want is like this. It's good and white. It's soft when you mash on it. It's not overly firm. This cucumber is way firmer. And so what we're going to do is, of course, I've got 2 of these cucumbers. Now they're going to give me a lot of seeds. Now there's several ways you can save cucumber seeds. You can save cucumber seeds by just cutting it open and putting it on a plate and letting it dry, and then separate the cucumber seeds from the pulp. But that's the hard way. You do it a lot better if you let Mother Nature take its course. So all you want to do, we're going to save these by something called vinegration. It's the same way we save tomato seeds. You can go back and see our video about saving tomato seeds, but we're going to do that with cucumbers. Cucumbers are a little bit different. The seeds are a lot bigger, so you need a bigger vessel to store your cucumbers in, store your seeds in. Normally, with get this out of the way. Normally, when you do a tomato and you get the pulp out, well, you use a mason jar and you'll get 1,000 seeds out of that thing. But these, you're going to have a bigger receptacle. So all I've got is right here. I've got a bucket, and it's got about a quart of water in it, maybe 2 quarts. So all you have to do, you take your cucumber and just slice that baby right in half. And the seeds in here are really big, okay? They actually smell a little off because this cucumber was getting ready to be dead and gone to seed. So all you do is you take a spoon or anything like that and just scrape all of those seeds and pulp right down into your water here. Now these cucumbers, they have a lot of seeds in them. These are straight 8s. Of course, you wouldn't know that to look at it, because this baby's a lot bigger than an 8, but they're still straight 8s that have just gone to seed. So we'll scrape this other part in here. And you don't need me to show you what a cucumber seed looks like. If you've eaten a cucumber, you know what they look like. The ripe seeds don't look any different, really, than an unripe seed in reality. Now I want to get all of that in there. No reason to waste seed by not getting it out of here if it's there. Alright, that one's empty now. Then I'm going to do one more. Now these, what am I going to do with these when I'm done? Well, the chickens will be glad to get them. So, cut this other one. Now this one's still a little green, but it's good and soft on this end. There's still a little bit of green on this upper end, but I'm willing to bet that 85% of the seeds in here will germinate next year. And you've seen me plant cucumbers. You can go to our cucumber planting video. You've seen me plant them. I put 5 or 6 seeds to the hill, and then I thin them down to 2. So 85% is an acceptable number. That don't want to cut. Get in there. All right. There we go. See, these seeds are even bigger. This littler cucumber, the seeds are bigger than they were in that cucumber. Now, as far as harvesting your cucumber seeds, when you harvest them, you really should get them from more than one plant. Okay? Now, this comes from 2 different plants. The next time I harvest cucumber seeds, it'll probably come from 3 or 4 different plants. But this will be just fine for this year. These will last. These seeds will last in my seed container downstairs somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 or 5 years. Now, by 5 years, I'm probably only going to get a 50% germination rate out of them. But a 50% germination rate, if you're going to throw 10 seeds down on a hill, is 5 plants. You know, so it's not a big deal. Now, I've got all of my seeds in there. Pull that up there where you can see it just a little bit without dumping it all over the place. Here's what it all looks like. There's a lot of seeds in there and a lot of pulp, and there's all kinds of stuff there. Now, what'll happen with this is all of the seeds that are in this, the seeds that are viable will sink to the bottom. And that's going to happen over the course of 2 or 3 days. The viable seeds will sink to the bottom, while all of the other stuff will come to the top. And then once this is done, I'll give it a couple days, and the pulp will be all rotted up, kind of. There might be some of this thick stuff still left, but most of that will be gone too. Okay, these are all in here. Now, what am I going to do with them? Well, I'm going to set these on our back porch. And I'm not going to worry about covering them. If a fly light's on there, I don't care. I'm not going to worry about covering them. I don't want the chickens to be able to get to them. So I'll put them in a place where the chickens can't get them. Because the chickens would love to get these seeds. But anyhow, I'm going to take and put these out on the back porch. And what will happen, those will start to rot or ferment, however you want to call it. And the good seeds will drop to the bottom, and the bad stuff will just float up, and then you can skim the bad stuff off. So when we get to that, I'll show you that, and then I'll show you what we do after. Okay, I'll see you in about 2 days. Here we are. It's been 3 days, and our stuff is ready to do. Our cucumbers are ready. They smell kind of like soured cucumbers, which is what vinegration does. So what do we need to do next? Well, I'll meet you over at the sink and show you. You need a colander, a strainer, something that too big for the cucumber seeds to go through, but big enough holes so you can see kind of how big that is. But big enough holes so that you can let the pulp go through. And here's our bucket. There's what it looks like. Of course, it's soured cucumber seeds. Now, so we just take our strainer. I've skimmed off the top already. Let that go down a little. Now put some more water in the bucket as I'm doing these. You want to wash them good. You know, get as much pulp out as you can. The pulp will go through the sieve. And there was some more in the bottom of the bucket. Get that water stirred up. Now I've just got an empty bucket. Now keep these moving around and let the pulp all go out. If you've got any pieces, that's a bad cucumber seed right there, because you can see plumb through it. Gonna rinse these well. But pretty much all the pulp is gone. See, pretty much what you've got is just a mass of cucumber seeds, wet cucumber seeds. Still a little bit of pulp. Keep it going. Wipe off the bottom. Now, you want to wash them in cold water. The reason being is you don't want to use hot water, because hot water might damage your seeds. You know, too hot of water and you've killed all your seeds. So you don't want to do that. There's a couple of hundred of cucumber seeds there. So I'm going to grab a paper plate. Just a regular old paper plate. Okay, nothing left in the strainer. A few of the seeds popped out here on the counter. Let me get them. Now, once you've got those, just spread them out on your paper plate, and they've been rinsed real good. So I'm going to put those up on top of the refrigerator, and when they're good and dry, and you can tell the good ones, they're big and fat in comparison to any that I skimmed off that were just little hulls. Those will be big and fat. And now I'll just put these on top of the refrigerator where it stays a little warmer in the house, and then in 2 or 3 days those will be completely dry, and I can take them off and put them in a bag and put them in my storage downstairs, and they'll be good cucumber seeds for about 5 years. Okay, now if you like this kind of stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to our channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff every week, sometimes 1 video, sometimes 5. We upload them all on Sunday. So now it's time for me to get on to the next thing.